Hello viewers, welcome to the channel. It's Saturday the 20th of May and in the middle of the picture, more or less, you can see a bell tower. Bell towers usually occur above churches and this one does, and I'll just cross the road. It's unusual, this church, because it's no longer being used as a church. Jeff Marshall's very keen on seeing least used and disused stations. I'm not particularly keen on seeing disused and unused churches. It's been converted. There you are. It obviously looks like a church, but it's been a private residence for about 20 years, I think. But that's not the main point of this walk. I can tell you that that church used to be called St John's, Uxbridge Moor. I've never really known where Uxbridge Moor is because there's no obvious moor around. Maybe it's covered in housing. But the congregation just diminished, and so it just wasn't a viable proposition. We're going down an interesting, unusual, mysterious path. You know me. Look at that tree. That's fantastic. And to come out at something a little bit different. Anyway, I suppose about 20 years ago it was decided that the church was no longer viable, so the congregation, what was left of them, joined up with St Andrew's, was sort of nearby, and I think the parishes were merged or something. It doesn't really matter, but that was a long time ago. The reason I like this little path is that it's sort of different and unused, more or less, and does come out somewhere a little bit different. It does cross, I was going to say a raging torrent, but that is, it's a little stream and it's heading towards the west. And if we look that way, that's towards the west. Rather a pretty little stream and covered in a canopy of trees, greenery. Lovely time of year, May. And we come out to a bit of information here. This is the Culvert Conservation Area. These banks are managed as a nature reserve by local residents. Please do not damage plants and shrubs or disturb the wildlife. No fishing. Well, I've never been fishing, so I'm going to conform to the rules. Come out temporarily to a road, and there are lots of little nice old cottages here on my right. They must like living here, being in a kind of I was going to say a backwater, but that sounds like an insult. It's just a pleasant little part of of what was Uxbridge Moor, I suppose. And if you lived here and went to the church, it must have been very convenient. But we're over halfway through this little walk. You bear with me. We're about to come out to something a little bit different. It's not a park, I promise you that. Crikey, I've come out to enough parks. You must be park exhausted. Anyway, lots of lovely little cottages, as I say, well kept, looked after, whitewashed, and when I turn the corner we will see, I think, the end of this little walk, and it's up there. There it is. There's some odd looking windows. What do you think they belong to, viewers? Well, it's not difficult to work it out. I'll tell you, they belong to a boat. Jeff Marshall hates it when the people are mowing the grass near his videos. We just went past somebody cleaning their drive. It's very good of them, using a machine. The old days of getting down your hands and knees and scrubbing away, long gone. Here we are at the end of this, And it is in fact a canal. Do you know what canal it is? Of course you do. It's the Grand Union Canal. This path has been improved a lot lately. That direction is north, goes all the way to Birmingham. And I think I've said in the past, you could probably get to Birmingham without crossing a road. I haven't tried it. I'm not going to try it now. You want a short video, not 15 hours of me trudging. That's south. A lovely sunlit day. There is a pigeon landing on some sort of bridge, which I think just carries cables. But the Grand Union, there are more and more boaters these days on the Grand Union Canal, and it must be quite difficult to actually find somewhere to moor up. Moor up being the technical words for park. Oh, I've used it. I've used the word park. Didn't mean to. The canal is very sleepy at the moment. It's slowly drifting downstream. I suppose you can say downstream of a canal. Well, I just did. And that's it. A little sort of cut through, backwater, a discarded church, some nice cottages, and the Grand Union Canal. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.